What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Video coming up. Long breakdown of Sean Grady's interview. Absolute must-see video, but this one I want to dedicate its own video to because this is so impactful in our community and why this game is just so bad. I want to talk about the skill stick versus the highlight stick. Now, this is Madden 21. They talk about being able to combo together evasive moves, how it's going to bring more fluid athletic movement, and give you more control. The problem is they sold this to us in Madden 07, where the game was going to pick the strengths of the player and use animations to avoid defenders. In fact, they actually show the same things in selling these, where you've got a halfback cutting back and doing a back juke versus having a player do what they now refer to as a dead leg. Now, the other interesting part of this is how they market it to you and how it's going to change the game. Clint Oldenburg says that it's going to help players chain together moves easily, fluidly, and allow you to play with style and flair. When you go back to the trailer, which I'll put down in the description for Madden 07, it says everything we do going forward is going to keep gameplay as simple as possible. We want to maximize your fun and freedom where you play and react. These are essentially the same exact things, and if you want to know why the game doesn't get better, it's because EA seems more focused on removing features only to add them back in years later than actually building upon what's there. Now, what the highlight stick had for it was the fact that they were going to base it around the player. So Sean Alexander is trucking a player here because he had more of a power back presence. Warrick Dunn was evasive enough to go under a defensive tackle, something we actually don't see in Madden now. And this was going to naturally occur based on the player when you used the highlight stick. If they'd built to the animation library or maybe physics in the game, where you see here Jamal Lewis breaking through a double hit tackle, these are things that aren't in today's Madden. They talk about building realistic gameplay because you would never see a shifty back like Warrick Dunn drop his shoulder and try to take someone out. You'd never see a power back like Jamal Lewis spin away from contact. And they wanted to have that stick as a representation of the differences between those players. They talk about not wanting you to choose different buttons and that you would see something that made sense every time you used the highlight stick. That is something we want in gameplay today, something that should have been built upon and could have produced an incredible gameplay experience. But instead, Madden in turn went away from that, went to precision moves, which required button combinations to be used that no one asked for, made the game more difficult, but also less risky in terms of the timing of those moves, pulling defenders out of position, and now seemingly want to back away from it and go back to where we were over 10 years ago. Now, I understand what the EA fans will say. Well, you can't add something back in if you don't take it out, but to that point, don't replace something with identically what was there and just change juke to dead leg. That's not helping anyone. That's not making your game better. But it is something EA continually does. The fact that we can go look at a 2007 trailer, directly compare it to 2021 marketing material, and make any type of distinction that not only is it the same, but there are things in the 07 trailer that do not happen in Madden 21, yet still happen in a competitive football game every single week, tells you a lot about how much this game has fallen. Love to know your thoughts on this. Appreciate you checking it out. You know I will be back in the week with more commentary.